of AFSCME Local 88, representing Multnomah County workers. He is the current chair of Oregon AFSCME's Equity and Inclusion Committee, member of the Oregon AFSCME's Executive Board, and recent graduate of the Harvard's Trade Union Program. As a member of our union, Percy has dedicated himself to advocating for fair wages, safe working conditions, and quality benefits for worker rights. Percy is an active participant and leader in our union's effort to promote equality and fairness in the workplace. As a valued member of our union, Percy's contributions and dedication have made a significant impact in the lives of workers across Oregon. Let's welcome Percy. Thank you. Come on up.
Thank you, everyone. Wow. I've never had that happen before. Maybe I should speak more often. Thank you, President Youngblood. Good afternoon. Once again, my name is Percy Winters Jr., Executive Board Member for Local 88, Executive Board Member for Oregon AFSCME Council 75, and Chair of Oregon AFSCME Council 75 Equity and Inclusion Committee. I want to welcome everyone to Oregon AFSCME 2023 Convention. Are you all doing okay? All right. This evening, I'm going to talk about a couple of families, three of us, so to speak. And we all will have one goal. And that goal is going to be that we're going to get on the bus and we're going to fight like hell. Okay? Now, I know that might be a little confusing right now, but hold on, okay? I'm going to talk about three of us. First, my family growing up in Mississippi. Second, the families we all don't like. Those families put profits before people and prioritize their pet projects like a rocket ship to the moon, while their employees go without. And last, I am going to talk about us, our union family here tonight. All right? So, growing up in Mississippi, I came from a big family. And if there was one thing I was taught early in life, it was that family is very important. And yes, I got hair back then. Daddy always instilled in us that you protect each other. So when the school bus would pull up, we would get on that bus and be 7, 8 deep. There weren't many families that was as big as ours. And this doesn't include the ones that we left behind at home. Now, Daddy always told us, if one of you get in a fight, you all better get in a fight. And you better fight like hell. So once on that bus, if someone messes with one of you, they mess with all of you. Now, there wasn't many families that messed with us because they knew if there was 4 of them, there was 8 of us. And most families would be like, we done got our ass whooped one time. We ain't getting it whooped again. Needless to say, we didn't get into many fights. Why? Because they knew we had a strong family bond. Our family motto, if you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. Now let me move off my family in Mississippi and talk about families that live on another celestial body altogether. We're going to talk about folks like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Richard Branson. That's okay. Now let me ask you a couple of questions. How many fights you think they've been in? Seriously. And on top of that, how many fights do you think they have won? While we're here fighting through a staffing crisis and global pandemic, the 3 richest guys in the world are literally racing around the moon. We thought we left the robber baron era, but look no further than Bezos, Musk, Branson, and it's clear we have a new set of them. Let's talk about Bezos first. We all know Jeff Bezos owns Amazon. No matter what the union says, or no matter what we try to do, if you try to organize one of their warehouses, they will shut it down and go somewhere else. Why? Because their family motto is, we're not going to allow the union to come in here and dictate to us how to run our family business. We're going to provide low wages, cheap product, forced overtime that we won't pay, and most of all, we're going to treat our employees like crap. But we're not going to let an outsider tell us what to do, because this is our family-run business, and this is how we do things. Now, his siblings in New York had some wins, but we're not there yet, and the fight continues. Now, let's talk about what happened when Musk, Bezos, and Branson come together. Now, don't y'all think they're in cahoots together? Now think about this. Don't you think the goal of Jeff Bezos to keep wages low is the same as Elon Musk to not have a union anywhere? These family, they may or may not talk, but what all three families do have is a family strategy. And that is not to have a union as long as they can help it, because they think their family can beat up our family, okay? Now let's talk about us, our union family. There you go, there you go. We at AFSCME International is 1.4 million strong. We at Oregon AFSCME is 35,000 strong. Don't you think it's time for us to get our ass on that bus? But hold up a minute before we get on that bus. What we as a union family have failed to do is something that my father would be disappointed in. And that is, if you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. When you hit one of us, you hit all of us. So that means you will have to fight all of us. All 1.4 million strong. So when Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Richard Branson start messing with us, we're going to do them like we did the Waltons and the Koch brothers a few years back. We're going to hit them where it hurts, and that's going to be in their pockets. Now back to our family. Now, if someone hits one of our correction officers, we get on that bus. If someone messes with our transportation department, we get on that bus. If someone messes with our electrical, steel workers, carpenters, elevator ceilings, we should get on that damn bus and do what?
Fight like hell.
There you go. We should not be standing around waiting on them to throw the first punch. We should get on that bus and say, oh hell, we here now. We gonna fight. I guarantee you this. If we start getting on these buses and we start giving ass whoopings, they will leave us alone. Word will spread. Don't mess with Oregon AFSCME, but our members will be proud to say we are fucking Oregon AFSCME. Okay? So for the rest of the conference, I want you all to say, let's get on that bus and let's fight like hell. So we're gonna do this on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's get on this bus and fight like hell. Now hold up a minute now. I know that some of y'all ain't been in the fight like Jeff Bezos and all of them and stuff, okay? So if none of you been in the fight, that's okay. We can do better than this. So while we're fighting, remember what Daddy said? Daddy said you all better fight. So if we're fighting, poke them in the eye, kick them in the chin. Just don't stand there. You can do a lot better than this right here. So on 3, we're going to do this again. We all going to get on that bus and fight like hell, okay? 1, 2, 3. Let's get on that bus and fight like hell. Thank you.